Welcome to Hemingway's Playground. Please like and subscribe. Hello, welcome to the playground. Sorry for that clickbaity thumbnail, but I need to bring your attention in here. Today we're going to start a new series. A few months ago, I picked up a used Cannondale road tandem. I believe it's a 2008 Cannondale Road Tandem 3. We're going to dive into this and we're going to upgrade it and gravelify it so that I can have a bike to ride with my kids. I was at one point a somewhat competitive cyclist here in the West Michigan area, and I would like to try to get back to a medium-high level. And so it's really a bit of a challenge with kids in tow, quite literally in tow. So what I've done is, now that my oldest is big enough to fit on a full-size bike, more or less fit on the full-size bike, I picked this tandem up so that I can convert it to a bike that we can do some events on. So here's the current build. We've got Shimano hubs with Omega 40-hole rims, Cannondale fatty aluminum fork, V-brakes, Cannondale V-brakes, Tiagra 9-speed shifters, Cannondale bar, Cannondale aluminum bar, aluminum stem. Frame still made in the USA. Not sure if you can make it out, but there's some scuffs on the frame here. There's some other yellow scuff paint transfer there. We'll walk through cleaning of that up later in the series. We've got Truvative Elita cranks, tandem crank for the front, tandem crank for the rear. Got a few Dimension water bottle cages as well. We've got the Crank Brother candy pedals. 3x9 drivetrain here. We're going to upgrade that to a 2x10 system, or 2x11, excuse me. LX rear derailleur. Again on that Shimano hub with Omega rim. Actually has a rack on the back of it. Take that off and lose half a pound maybe more. Again, the V-brakes, Cannondale V-brakes. And then this very large, cushy, I believe it's a Surface saddle. Lose that and probably drop 2 pounds off the frame. Couple of paint nicks in the frame here. We're going to go over how to fix those. Got the adjustable tandem stem here. We're going to replace that with a fixed stem so that it's not as heavy. Drop a little bit of weight there as well. Put on a little bit lighter saddle here. And lose the mirror as well. Hopefully we can drop some significant weight upgrading all these parts. You know, generic seat posts, we're going to upgrade those to a much lighter, much more quality seat post, and lose a lot of weight doing that.
All right, here's a time where we're going to take a moment, hit the pause button, and guess the weight of the bike in the comments below. Did you get your guess in? Good. Let's take a moment and figure out what the weight is.
All right, now we're going to check the weight of the bike as it currently is. I'm going to take my weight and then the weight of the bike and my weight and subtract my weight. So we're looking at 199.2. Now I've got the bike in my hands. I'm holding on to that. All right. 239 flat. Now I'm going to take that number and subtract my weight.
39.8 pounds. Did you have the right guess? Let me know how close you were in the comments below.
So here's the parts that I'm going to upgrade to. Can't have a gravel bike without some gel pads under the bar tape. Possibly going to use this zip stem as the captain stem. Depends on how my fit is. I've got crank arm shorteners for the kids. Can move the pedals up the crank arms so they don't have to reach quite as far down at the bottom of the pedal stroke. I've got some Testors model paint to paint the chips that are in the frame and to do some customization to the frame as well. I've got some red anodized parts here, some bottle cages, bottle cage bolts, chainring bolts, and handlebar end caps to give it some red accents. I'm kind of going to go with a red and black and red and gray theme with this. Except for with my daughter's bar, we're going to do some white tape and a combination of pink tape, and we'll see that in a minute. Red brake hose, some red and black bar tape for the captain's bar, black bottle cage, some Revelate top tube bags, pink bar tape, as I mentioned, for my daughter's position in the stoker, some very large pie plate disc brake rotors, 203. I guess they make 220s out there now as well. We've got time pedals for stoker for my daughter and for myself up here, some of my older pedals. New Thompson seat posts, XT cassette, giant bar for the stoker position for my daughter. It's a 38 millimeter wide bar, and then a S-Works 42 centimeter bar. Red valve stems for tubeless seal, tandem cable here. We're going to go with an Ultegra XT drivetrain. You can see our Ultegra shifters here, and Ultegra front derailleur, XT rear derailleur with a wolf tooth tan pan there to make the conversion. We're going with XT dual pot hydraulic disc brakes with the adapters here. Red water bottle cages from Velocity. Red wolf tooth headset, extra long stem for the stoker, 140 millimeters long, a couple of red saddles here, and lastly, our gravel tires that are 700 by 40, which should be wide enough or narrow enough in this case to fit in the frame. Hopefully there's not a lot of wheel flex.
Not shown is a set of wheels that I have on order, which are Velocity tandem specific disc brake wheels. And I hope with these upgrades and those wheels that will knock a good chunk of weight off of this bike. My goal is to get the bike down to 35, maybe 35 or less pounds. Stay tuned next time as we strip the bike down and get it prepared for the upgrades. Stick around here on Hemingway's Playground.